So we get this shit started, shall we? Why not? Let's actually, hang on. I'm going to get a drink. I think I'm going to need it tonight. I reckon my throat's going to get a little bit sore with all the chatting we're going to do. Where's my drink? Nice big drink of water. How we doing? How we doing? Right. I'm laughing because I don't know how hard you want me to go at this, or how easy you want me to go at this. Right. Let me get my keyboard. Let's wait for a few people. Oh shit, we've already got 24 people. Okay, let's not wait for a few people. We get this underway, shall we? Let me there's going to be no order to this. There's going to be no structure to this. It's going to be me. I'm not going to vent, but I'm just going to put out some facts and some shit that I feel shouldn't have been said, whether it's from me or somebody else, right? And I just want to put everything out there at the end of the day, because I noticed when I got the time out for 24 hours, a lot of people was chatting shit that I couldn't respond to. So this is going to be my response. I'm not going to do it in their Discord. I'm going to do it on the platform that I've built, right? So if people like it, fair enough. If people don't like it or don't like what I say, I don't care. I've built my platform. I've built my channel on talking or speaking my mind. Yeah, not pussyfooting around or not trying to piss off the man, right? Because, yeah. So, right, I'm just going to go through chat. Brian, how you doing? Everyone in the chat, how you doing? I'm not going to go through everyone's name. Because you used the finger emoji. Right, let's go. Right, we'll start. Obviously, for the people that don't know, and I'm not going to go back and say what day it was because I can't actually remember what day it was, but I had, and I didn't stream. It was offline. Storm and Norman, how you doing? And yeah, I had one of the Daytona races, the Sparks race. I was leading the race, and I basically come up to a back marker. I think it was about lap 4 or 5, and he was glitching all over the track. So I tried to go around him, and then obviously we made contact, and I span out. Then lost 2 places, got going again, and then got to the bus stop, and the same back marker then literally wiped me out in the bus stop. And because it pushes you wide, that we all know, it pushes you wide at it pushes you wide, and then I come back on the track, not immediately. I just carried on. Obviously, I was fuming and everything else, and then it puts you down a lap. So that just did it for me. I was annoyed. I'll be honest, frustrated, yes. And I went on to their Discord and I put up. I'll show you what I put up. I've got this all clipped. Let's have a look. Let me try and find the right one on here. So let's have a look. Might find the start of it. It'll probably be that one. So I went on and I put that at the top that you can all see. And as you can see, I didn't put shit. I actually put a star, but it took it away. So there's no swear words or whatever. Okay. Yes, I pinged all the devs because I was frustrated. I thought, well, fuck you, basically. At the end of the day, frustration crept in. Yeah, I was pissed off, and I just pinged every single dev that was in the Discord. So obviously you've got a few before that are posting. Obviously, then Fernando M comes on and he goes, obviously appreciate that conditions aren't right now and they're truly sorry, blah, blah, blah. And yeah, so that was all right. And I says, basically, because I was still, you know what I get like, I can be a little bit, not argumentative, but I can be a little bit quick-witted. And I mean, sometimes my humor can be a bit dry and people take it out of context. So the drum A do, mate. So yeah, that was fine. Okay. And I was like, okay, just being a bit cheeky. I thought, yeah, glad you've seen it then, obviously, because I've tagged all the devs in it. Yeah. And then he goes, it's not about seeing it. I always see most messages. Just please be mindful, for example, of tagging people in the message and nothing to do with this. I understand that you feel hard or you want to feel heard, but this is not it. Right. Which, okay, I understand that. That's fine. So I said, so everyone I tagged works on the game. No, i.e. it was me being a bit smart, a bit like, well, hang on, all devs work on the game. It's a collective issue. You're all at fault. You might, people are saying, oh, well, some people work on the audio, some people, at the end of the day, you all come together as a collective. You've all created the game. Without them pieces of the puzzle, audio, graphics, physics, whatnot, yeah, the game doesn't, I say the game doesn't run, the game really doesn't run great at the minute, but the game doesn't come together. So I was like, you all work on it. You're all technically not at fault, but you're all, I want you all to see it, the frustrations and everything else. Okay. So that was okay. So we'll get to the next one. I'll bring this up for the people that can't see like me, who are blind. So I guess obviously that's not how it works. You stream on Twitch, yes. Does that mean I should contact the entirety of Twitch if I need to contact you? Please let it be. I acknowledge your issue and can assure the team is doing what they can to address it. Okay. So I get back, I says, obviously this wasn't Tim. This was to somebody else who, you know, the people on the Discord. There's a few people that are, I'm not going to say bum lickers, but they're just, I think they're there to cause issues as well. They're there to just prod the bear a little bit, just see if they can like get people banned and stuff. So obviously I've got back to him and I says, yeah, nice one, not, yeah. And I says YouTube, obviously, because he said Twitch. I says, don't get much response over on Giants, which is true. Giants is dead. And I'll show you what I put on over there, I think a day later while I was still on a timeout, okay? So, yeah, don't get much response over on Giants anymore. So I thought I'd post here. Nothing wrong with that at the end of the day. And he goes, for the third time, posting the message is fine. It's how you did it. That is the issue. And I'm trying to get that across to you. I understood. I knew it was because I tagged everyone. I knew it would have caused shit, but I was frustrated. It was a moment of madness, heat of the moment. Okay. So then obviously you've got the other idiots, or this guy in particular, jury, whatever. I said, so you took offense to me tagging every man and his dog in the post, right? So that's basically getting back to Fernando saying that, yeah, you took offense to that. That's what the issue was, right? That's why he's got on his high horse, right? At the end of the day, tagging every man and his dog, right? It's an expression. It's an English expression, okay? That obviously not a lot of people say over different countries will probably grasp, yeah? But it's an English expression, every man and his dog, right? It means everything, everyone, yeah. Okay, so obviously somebody, and he goes, sorry, bud, I gave you a chance. I'm not explaining this any further. It's like, what chance, right? And then this guy goes, wow, what the fuck are you going on about dogs for now? It's like, because obviously he's not from the UK, okay? He's like, yeah. So I think that sort of made it a bit worse, right? So then after that, I says, quick, obviously he goes, sorry, bud, yeah, I gave you a chance. You're not explaining any further. So then I knew something was going to happen. And I said, that's why I said quick to the trigger today. Quick to that ban button or whatever, right? So I was expecting it. It just, yeah. And obviously he goes, the other guy sort of saying about dogs, and I says, not at all. And he goes, your complaints are valid, but your behaviour is not. I cannot allow you to continue like this. It's like, continue like what? I haven't called anyone out except for that first post. Yeah, I've not started World War III on there when he said about, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that, or whatever, right? But obviously this is leading up to other stuff that then continued. Obviously I didn't for the life of me think that it was going to go on for like, what was it, 2 days afterwards? Was it 2 days that everyone was like back and forth. And I know obviously you get people in there that are sort of pro what I said. You get people that are not, or negative to what I said, the way I said it or whatever, right? But I will hold my hands up now. Yeah, and I've already said it to, is it Ryan or whatever, the S4 dev over at Giants, and I will put that up, what the discussion was. And I already said that, yeah, it was a moment of madness, okay? I am sorry, yeah, it definitely won't happen again. I just saw red, blah, 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 okay? So, yeah, that right, so you've got the layout, you've got the context, okay? Now, I was reading everything that was going on when I was banned for 24 hours or timed out or whatever, right? And one certain individual, the drums already mentioned who it is, comes in and starts waffling shit. I deem waffling shit, okay? Obviously, I can't counter that. I'm got a timeout. I'm a little bit getting a bit frustrated with it. It's like, well, I'm one of them people who, I will fight my corner until I'm blue in the face. I will want to put my side across. Okay, if somebody turns around and says something or whatever. So I'm reading all this stuff. And this obviously certain person has then rubbed me up the wrong way. I'll show you what he put. There's also somebody else in there and other things about a day later. Somebody says, oh, yeah, what something like you were told once and you were told twice or something. Or basically trying to say that I did it. This was the second time I've done it, that I tagged every dev in. I don't hardly post in there. I've never tagged a dev, I don't think, or I've tagged maybe one if there's an issue. I've never tagged them all. So people were then sort of making up shit, you know, like hearsay and yeah, stuff like that. That it all sort of blew out that I'd done a lot worse than what I'd done. It was like, well, go and read what, it's still there. How do you think I clipped this evening? The start of it is still there. So yeah, it just got to me. But yeah, now we're going to start. Oh no, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll bring up this. So this is what I did when I was still on a timeout the next day. And obviously I put a tumbleweed gif, as you do, bit of humour, you know what I mean? I says, can I ask a question? Or will I get a 24-hour timeout here also? Right, because Giants has got dead. We're supposed to be on a partner program, okay? Giants, it's nothing goes on there anymore. No, and this is why I said about it, and basically goes, yeah, obviously said about your timeout was from the automated, right, the auto mod picking up the swearing and then the continued heat towards Fernando. Now, do you feel I give Fernando heat? My possible dry sense of humour and stuff with my little comments, but I don't see that giving him heat. For me to give somebody heat, I'm going to be calling them out. I'm going to be calling him a helmet, a wanker, a sausage, or whatever. You're a knob. You can't do this. Yeah, that's me giving somebody heat, not what I did. Okay, so that was fine. And then he's sort of saying about, oh, we need to DM him, come to an agreement, and then obviously you'd have your 24 hours lifted. Which I was like, well, screw it. Let's just leave it for 24 hours. I hardly post in there anyway. And obviously I said, yeah, and for me, this is the problem. I didn't swear. I put SH*T. I says, and I wasn't being heated towards him. He was quick to react, which he was. And I've had a few people message me and everything else and say that, yeah, he's what's the word? He's, yeah, too quick. He's got an itchy trigger finger. He's too quick to just flick that. Yeah. But then what makes me laugh is other people can say stuff. Right, let's go. Actually, yeah, so other people can say that, right? Go suck off your boy Boris. If you help yourself calm down, or him and yourself calm down. But that's allowed, okay? But I get banned supposedly a 24-hour timeout, supposedly because the swear filter basically picked up swearing in my message, even though there wasn't. Okay, it wasn't the swear filter. It was obviously Mr. Itchy Trigger Finger. Yeah, let's get rid of him. Sod it. I can't be asked talking to him. Right? Let's just ban him for 24 hours or whatever. So obviously I turn around and say this. Anyway, I wanted to ask when the new patch come out, blah blah blah. And then I just have a conversation with Rye, which I think he's pretty spot on. To be fair, he seems a great guy. So that's fine. Okay, we've covered that. Obviously, this is leading up to a few little things into context. So we'll start off. I'm not going to put this. I don't know if this is in any order. I've just clipped this from what I've seen. Okay, so this said person, as you can see who it is, we all know who it is. Yeah. So Sif Mental 71 tagged or put my 2 links to the videos that I brought out that day that I was still on a 24-hour ban, timeout, or whatever you want to call it. Okay. And I think his gist was, oh, I don't know what way to take these, blah, blah, blah. So EJR goes, rage bait through speculation from a clapped or chapped ass YouTuber 101. It's like, who the fuck are you? At the end of the day, why? I mean, let's put shit into it. Yeah, let's comment on stuff while I can't comment. I can't comment back. I can't fight my own corner. Okay, so yeah, it's that triggered probably this. If he'd not done that, I wouldn't be doing this now. Okay, obviously I know there's BS on Discord. You get it on every Discord. You always get the 2 sides. You always get the people that love to just, like I said, poke the bear. They love to sort of try and wind you up to the limit of then you might snap and then you'll get banned or whatever. At the end of the day, we all get it. I mean, Jester will tell you, being content creators, any other content creators out there, you can sort of, come from my point of view that you do get people that hate you and troll you. You do get people that like you and enjoy you. You know, you're never going to appeal to everyone. It doesn't work like that. The world doesn't work like that. People are different. People are built different. We're all built different at the end of the day. So like I said, that was the first. That then got my back up. Yeah. So we'll go on to the second. So I think somebody sort of, basically, I'll get where Boris is coming from. And he goes, I disagree. It's a video game. There is zero reason to let bugs from a game that clearly is still being worked on let you get emotional. Yeah, when the game doesn't cooperate, I simply play something else. Yes, that's you. You simply walk away. At the end of the day, I looked at that, okay, and he's missed the point. He's missed the perspective, okay? Yes, if it wasn't a competition, if it was a normal ranked race and I'd done that, I'd have looked myself and I'd have turned around and says, idiot, what did I do that for? Why did I go in? It's just a game. It was just a race. What? As soon as you dangle that carrot, as soon as you dangle something physical that you can win, okay, it changes the whole perspective for me. It changes the whole dynamic. You've got a goal. You've got a purpose. You've got something to win. At the end of the day, I've been sim racing for years, okay? I've done esports events, right? I've done leagues. I've done championships where you can gain stuff at the end, gain a trophy, gain recognition. So then that changes the whole dynamic. It doesn't then become or stay a game. You've got something to achieve. So you've changed it. So I don't agree with that 100%. I don't agree with that at all. Yeah, it's not about that. He's missed the point. Okay, so that was another one. You've got, I think the devs mods do a far better job than I could ever do. I have issues with entitlement. Now, entitlement, he keeps banging on about entitlement, and I presume, I could be wrong. I'm not gonna 100% say, yeah, this is what he's saying. I could be wrong, and I'd love him to come and say, yeah, oh, you're wrong. I weren't talking about you, but I feel he's talking about me, and he thinks I'm entitled because other people in the Discord when I was banned saying, oh yeah, it's because he's a YouTuber, because he's a streamer, a content creator. He thinks he's entitled. He can just throw his teddies out the pram and there's no consequence or whatever. Okay, that's another thing. Then we'll go on to this, and again, it's about pretty much how people can lose their shit over $100 or whatever like that. But like I said, you've missed the point. You've missed the point. It isn't about the whole game in general for me. It was about that specific race, the Sparks race, the race where you can actually win something. You can get a little bit of recognition because you've been only one of 3 people in each division to win that. Okay, the toy's probably a load of dog shit at the end of the day. We zoomed in on them pictures. It looked really jank, bloody you know what I mean? You'd probably win it. It'd come through the post and it'd probably just fall apart. The doors would fall off, the wheels would fall off. You know what I mean? It's done by Project Motor Racing, you know what I mean? But that's my humour. That's my dry sense of humour coming through, right? But like I said, you've missed the point. It's not just a game anymore. They've put something in that you can physically win. Okay, so move on to the next one. Again, getting emotional over a video game outside of fun rage quit here, and it doesn't make much sense to me. The real world is full of real problems. Video games aren't one of them. Why make it that way? So he's still banging the drum saying that I lost my shit over just a video game. Trying to, you get people say, oh, well, it's only a game, blah, blah, blah. Okay, we used to get it in ACC a lot. Oh, it's only a game. So you get wiped out. It's like, yes, it's only a game, but when you're, say, in a league or a championship, you're fighting for that win. Okay, you're fighting for that championship. You've got a trophy on the line, yeah, physical trophy. Okay, and you've done all your hours and hours of practice. I mean, you go back to my old videos with ACC. I'd always say if you get wiped out or something happens, and it's like, well, that was a waste of 6, 7, 8 hours of practice for nothing. I get wiped out. So for me, it's changed. It changes the whole dynamic of what a game is. It's yes, in essence, it is a game at the end of the day. But when you put things on the line, when you've got a physical element that you can gain from it, I said it's yeah. But well, I'm not going to go into him just yet. At the end of the day, but it does make sense. So obviously, this was another dig. Now I don't know if these. Obviously, I've got a video. I don't know if these are aimed at me or Jester, because I know Jester had it out with him on Discord recently, and I just loved the way he was like, oh, well, I feel I better leave because I whatever. And then one of the admin comes in, he goes, oh, don't feel like you've been pushed out. It's like, what the fuck is that? What's this bum licking going on? I mean, but it's starting to make sense, and it will make sense at the end of the day. So obviously there's that one. Now, I'm going to put up a video, okay, and I've clipped this, right, and I'm going to, I don't know if I'll run it the entirety or I'll stop it and I'll try and explain from my perspective, okay, what I feel is said, right, and why I'm aggrieved and why I'm doing this now and why I'm targeting one individual from this. Okay, we are still looking at the bigger picture with Discord. That, yeah, there's two sides, and it just seems, and I even messaged that Cluck Norris yesterday, and I just said, look, bottom line is, you wonder why Jester's pissed off. I says, you've got people spouting shit at other people that get away with it, and then you get other people like Jester that has a little dig at EJR, and he gets told, oh, just basically rein it in a little bit. It's like that was not called for. It's like, you can't moderate that way. You can't, it's good for one and not good for another, and wonder why then people get pissed off. It's like, just be straight down the line. People say a swear word or whatever, or they're like I said, the one I clipped where it says go suck off your mate Boris or whatever. It's like, you know what I mean? So they're allowed to get away with that. It's that shit. But then again, we know that it's Discord. No matter what Discord community you go in, we had it with 505. Why do you think I got banned on 505? Because I spoke my mind and I didn't give a shit, and I weren't going to follow the narrative, and I weren't going to be a sheep and follow everyone else that just bum licks the devs and the admins and everything else. So yeah, it just goes at the end of the day. So I'm going to play this anyway. I don't give a shit. Right. So obviously you can see the man. Yeah, this was clipped from not his most recent stream. I think it was one before. It was one that he had yesterday, I think it was, right? And I actually went on it. I mean, I was supposed to try and stream last night because I had it all fresh, okay? And I'm glad I didn't, to be fair, because I sat down and watched this just to see what he was saying, because it was the way, I think he said about the game's gone tribal, okay? And I'm like, what do you mean the game's gone tribal? So we're going to go through, and as I said, I will pause it at points and I'll try and put what I feel is coming across and why I'm a little bit annoyed at him and stuff like that. So he covers his ass for me. He covers his ass by calling possibly, I think it's me, an arsehole. Yeah, but he then covers his ass because he turns around and says, well, you can't hear it. Oh, you're having a laugh, aren't you? Oh, hang on. See, new to this streaming lark, you know what I mean? I can't. Right, here we go. Okay, we'll go again. Sorry.
Open to allowing people to communicate, but you know, I'm also the first person to you know, say that that's not communicating. That's not using your opinion. That's just being an asshole. And trust me when I say I'm a professional asshole, so I can recognize an asshole.
So, as I said, he's covered his ass there by saying basically he's an arsehole, so he can see an arsehole, or understands an arsehole, or knows an arsehole because he's an arsehole. So that's him basically for me covering his ass because which I think he's called me an arsehole. That's pretty much what it is. So we'll go on to the next bit.
Sort of tribalism going on with this game. It's either you love it and have to defend it, or you hate it and have to crucify it. And I will say the tribal side that hates it and wants to crucify it is far bigger.
So there you go. This is what he's on his thumbnail said about being tribal. Okay, so he's basically saying there's the side that absolutely hates the game, right, and there's the side that absolutely loves the game. So I don't buy that because for me, I'm somewhere in the middle. You know me at the end of the day. I've spoke poorly about it, but I've also bigged it up. I bigged it up at the start, but I also said that it obviously needs stuff sorted. And there was always going to be a time frame for me. Okay. So that's, yeah, I don't agree with that. Yes, there is some haters. There is some people that absolutely hate it. They walked away from it months ago. All the big YouTubers. So yeah.
I see streamers that are playing the game and are raging the whole time and complaining nonstop about the game. And I understand that you have to create content, and I do notice that negative press is far better for viewership than positive press. Which will ultimately make me probably fail in what I'm trying to do here, is I refuse to rage bait. I refuse to only talk about negatives.
See, now, I don't know if he's talking about Jester, because obviously we all know what Jester's like. I love Jester, I really do, right? But he gets frustrated like the next man, yeah? But it's either me or Jester or both, okay? But what gets me is him saying about streaming or the content, and it's all negative to get clicks. It's all negative, and he will never do it. But no, he can go onto Discord and he can basically slag me off for putting 2 videos up, call me whatever and everything else. So it's like, yeah.
I won't ignore negatives, but I will not just focus on that, on getting you to click on videos for the sake of rage bait. I'll never do it. I hate it. It drives me out of my mind. I see it all the time. I see it from big YouTubers. I see it from small YouTubers. I see it from people who don't YouTube at all. They love trolling. It's pure. You're creating chaos. You're creating a false narrative of a situation. And even still, though, we know there's plenty of. I've been in the devs' ears nonstop about, like, listen, there's a lot of issues with the game, like small issues, but those issues can be ignored. The main issue that, like, and they know this. I'm not telling them anything they don't already know. The main issue, because I don't know if you guys have seen my streams where they've been in my stream and we're chasing problems, is the overall interconnect between everything.
Yeah, it's like I said, that right there got me a little bit like frustrated last night when I see that. It's like they've been in my stream, I've been helping them, I've been doing this, I've been doing that. It's like you guys have said it as well. Have they devs gone from one streamer to another? Them streamers that are left, and they've gone to the next biggest 25k subscriber streamer, yeah, to come and help us work on the game. If that's the case, we're fucked. At the end of the day, this game is going to go down fucking hill pretty quickly. It's already started the motion. Yeah, it's already rolling down that hill at the end of the day with this guy trying to sort it. I'm sorry. I was going to save this to the end, right? by the looks of it, this guy's been sim racing for 3 months. Okay, 3 months. That's it. Don't look at the 25k subscribers. That was built on his motorbiking. Okay, from what I can see from his channel, it looks like he's got a motorbike shop. He builds motorbikes. Fair play. I mean, I wish him all the luck in the world with that, and may it bring you good fortune and everything else. But you built your channel on that, and then you've changed your channel to a hobby channel, but you've kept your 25k to make it look like you know what you're talking about. You've been sim racing for 3 months. Yeah, that right there just like triggered me at the end of the day. I shouldn't have got triggered, yeah, but I did. It's 3 months, and he jumps from sim to sim to sim to sim to sim. What have I said in the past? I've turned around recently. I've turned around and said, I want to give this my whole 100% undivided attention, because I feel then I know what's going on. I can feel what's going on. I can give feedback and whatever else. You can't jump from sim to sim to sim to sim, right? And give feedback 100% and give what's going on. What's this? This doesn't feel right. Whatever. Blah blah blah. So I'm sorry. I just laugh at that. It's like absolutely ridiculous. At the end of the day, I mean, don't get me wrong. He might have been sim racing for longer than that, but he's only been streaming and doing videos for 3 months. So yeah,
the online play, it's problematic. Disconnects.
I see that final sector. Yeah, that was
crashing to desktop while trying to connect. That is the main problem with the game. The main problem with the game. It happened yesterday with, I'm not even going to mention his name.
So the main problem with the game that I've been mentioning from almost, actually, I've been mentioning it from when it was in early access, I think, or maybe even day one. I can't remember, but I've been saying from the start, they need to fix out the stability of the online multiplayer. And I've said it week after week after week, patch after patch after patch. It's like, yeah, okay, yeah, whatever. He's obviously, yeah.
But it's not what he said, it's how he said it.
So this is what gets me.
At the end of the day, even if you don't like the rules and think that they're stupid, whatever, at the end of the day, it's their house. The little chamber they have created for conversation, they have set rules. It's their house. You don't walk into someone's house and make the rules. That person didn't follow those rules. And then instead of going, apologies, shouldn't have done that, but I'm just frustrated, which he would, in my opinion, would have been perfectly fine. He then doubled down, didn't take accountability, and then started to troll. And troll. I started to fucking troll, apparently. Yeah. To him, I started to troll. What's fucking trolling? Yeah. I didn't troll. My dry sense of humor kicked in. Yeah. But I didn't have a go. For me, I didn't troll. I don't know. You guys, do you think I trolled? I've shown you the evidence, right? Because as soon as I heard him say that, as soon as I heard him say that bollocks out of his mouth, yeah, that infuriated me, because I didn't fucking troll anyone. But he can turn around and fucking call me some fucking clapped ass YouTuber. Yeah? Who the fuck do you think you are? At the end of the day, that right there. Just fucking stay in your lane, mate. At the end of the day, stay in your fucking lane. You don't know me. I don't know you. But you want to cross that line, okay? And then what got me is this bit at the end of it. Me just watching from a bird's eye view. That was what I saw. And he only got a 24-hour timeout. I don't think I've ever seen a ban in that, in all honesty, like a full hard ban where they can't come back. But the reality of the situation is, I don't disagree with them being upset.
See? That, right? I don't disagree with them being upset. I'm sure he says, basically, I agree with what he said. Yeah, but it was the way he went about it. It's like, but you didn't say that in Discord when it happened. No, you tried to stick the knife in, turn around and say, I don't understand why people get so frustrated. It's only a game. Yeah, I walk away. So it's like, just own your shit, mate. Don't pussyfoot around and then come on stream and try and make out that, oh, well, yeah, I agree with him, but he went about it the wrong way, and I'd have never done it that way, and blah, blah, blah. Trying to take the fucking moral high ground. Yeah, own your shit, mate. You come in and turn around and say, I don't understand why people lose their shit. It's only a game. Oh, basically trying to say we're childish because we lose our shit about a game. And yeah, it just...
I disagree with the approach. Studio, that dude is in his 40s, by the way. What dude? The one I referenced?
So he's talking about me now.
It looks like he... Huh. The guy who got timed out, yeah. I'll be honest with you, he looks like he's older than that. My guess is if he's taking games that seriously, like that, if he's letting the emotion, I understand the frustration of a game, but like, okay, for example, if you ever see me rage quit in a video game or get pissed off, just know I'm letting that out. For example, my average would be like, well, that's stupid, I'm not even gonna waste my time, and you kind of bottle that up. Whereas when I'm streaming, I'll lean into it. Screw it, I'm mad, screw it, fuck this, I'm not gonna do that again. But then guess what? The second I'm not playing that game, complete hard reset, zero emotion whatsoever. In fact, I actually feel better after playing the game. You can let a game somewhat piss you off while the game is going on, but video games absolutely need to stay therapeutic for you. The second you let them start to affect your life outside of playing the game, you're making a critical mistake in your life when it comes to video games.
They just, like I said, I hate the way it's like video games. It's like we're back on our little handhelds and shit with our little Atari joysticks, our little video games. It annoys me. It's like because he hasn't been around the sim space that long, he doesn't understand. He don't know my background. As I said, I've done esports events. Yeah, you take away or you move the goalpost from the video game. It's then not a video game. It does become part of your life. But the thing is, again, he doesn't know me. Yeah, I can have a rage. I had a rage. I got timed out for 24 hours. Okay, I had a rage. Yeah, you've seen me rage on stream. You've seen me call people out. You've seen me call them bell ends, helmets, sausages, or whatever. Right. But then when I shut down my stream, okay, I get off and I walk downstairs. I go and see my wife, and I'll sit down and I might say, "Oh yeah, this happened," blah blah blah, and I'll just sit there and I'm chill. I'm calm. I don't let it get to me. I don't let it fester then for days on end or weeks on end or take retribution on that guy that says wiped me out or whatever. Yes, I was frustrated that time and I put it in the Discord, but that's built from shit that's going on in the game, and we all know that. But it's like you cannot make an opinion or assumption on somebody that you don't know. Yeah, as I said, we're all built different. Okay, at the end of the day, you all know I served for my Queen and country. I'm ex-army. Yeah, in the army it was work hard, play hard. Some cases it was work hard, play even harder. And I take that mentality through to everything. It's the way I am. It's in my DNA. But you can't go and judge somebody. You can't go and turn around and say, yeah, oh, well, yeah. So he's trying to say that I rage on the game and I walk away and it affects my whole life. It's like, it doesn't. Yes, I'm a bit of a hothead. I'll be honest. The wife even tells me you need to calm down a bit. So if something happens to me or whatever and I lose my shit, it's like you need to calm down yourself. You'll have a heart attack. It's like, I don't care, but there's nothing wrong with a bit of blood pumping around the old, round the body, circulating round. Do you know what I mean? It's just wound me up. You don't know me. He doesn't know me.
I know there are people who disagree, but
so he needs to keep his opinions to himself.
Fun. And even when they're not fun, they shouldn't affect your life when you get off the game.
Just like, does he think he knows me then? It doesn't affect my life at all off the game. That's the thing. But the thing is, it's a whole different kettle of fish when you've been sim racing for years and not months. And you've come into this space trying to make out you're something that you're not, trying to promote a channel that's got over 20k or 25k subscribers, that then you're going to see people come onto your channel. They're going to think, oh, he's obviously been doing this for years, blah, blah, blah. Look, he's got 25k subs, whatever. Yeah, it's all false. Anyway, it's all
based off the videos he's made, the things he's said, I'm going to go ahead and say he's a high-strung guy in general.
Highly strung. Based off my videos as well. Holy shit. So what videos have I done that you could look at me and say, oh, he's a highly strung guy? How am I highly strung? Yeah. It just, like I says, it's beggar's belief at the end of the day. It really is. Exactly. Yeah, I agree. Final sector, definitely. That's it. You can't look at it as a single entity. You've got to look at the bigger the bigger picture. And as I said, he doesn't know me. How can you turn around and start like, yeah.
If you are finding that you really...
That's like me turn around and say, what I see from him is he's a jumped up fucking spoiled little prick. Like, yeah, comes from money. Yeah, from what I see. Obviously likes to get his opinion across, whether it be the right way or the wrong way. But I believe he still thinks he's right all the time. He has to be right, or he thinks he's right all the time. But I can't say that, can I? At the end of the day, I can't say that because I don't know the guy. He might be really sound in real life. He might be a really good guy. But for me, he just comes across a little bit shitty. And considering he's only just started this up, he has to be careful. And he did touch on it, turn around and say that he won't make any negative comment because and he might not be then successful at this streaming lark. At the end of the day, I've always said it from day one. When I started streaming, I've said it to Jester, I've said it to other streamers that have just started out. I might not have said it to the guys in the chat now and the sort of real, like, just starting out at streaming, but you have to be yourself. You can't make out you're something you're not, because in the end you will get found out. If you come on and start streaming and I'm this person, I do this, I do that, and you act a certain way, and it's not the way that you are in real life, you will get found out. And that's one of the biggest pieces of sort of help or whatever that I've given to YouTubers that are small, that start out and they're finding it hard. And it's like, look, go on and be yourself. That's the biggest bonus. And at the end of the day, you will find your niche. You will find your subscriber base that will relate to you. They will find you appealing because they maybe can see themselves in you and stuff like that. You should never make out you're something you're not, because as I said, you will get found out. So yeah, is it a facade with him? I don't know. It could be. Or is that the way he is in real life? So yeah, he's a legend in his own head.
Like
yeah.
Game. But the problems are starting to like wear on you. Stop. Back away from it. Wait for a patch again. Let it feel fresh. Try the patch. See if the patch fixed the problems that annoyed you or whatever broke you. And that's something I don't understand about some of the other guys that have been doing a lot of YouTube content creation with this game, that stream it actively. Why are you getting so mad? I understand that the game has the problems that can be frustrating, but you already know the problems are there. It's not because it's now Wednesday instead of Tuesday, the problems aren't there anymore. No, the problem has there been an update for the game? No? Cool, the problems are still there.
Cheers, Matt.
So why you keep... What's the definition of insanity?
Is it because you got more subscribers than me, Matt? Is that what it is? Is it? That means you're better than me as well, mate, because you got more subscribers than me. Right, listen, the definition of insanity.
Doing the same thing, expecting a different result.
Yeah, I agree with it, with the terminology. I agree with, yeah, the definition of insanity. But again, if he's related back to what I'm doing, because I had that moment of madness, and he's thinking, well, hang on, why is he playing it? If he knows the issues are there, why does he put himself through that? But the thing is, you've got that carrot, the dangling of the carrot, the dangling of the prize that you can win, the little toy. That just changes the whole dynamic for me. That changes the whole scenario. You can actually win something. So it's different. You can't, yeah, you can't say that. It's, yeah.
So if the problems in the game are bothering you to the point where you're actually getting to an emotional point, stop playing the game, play something else, or don't play anything at all. Drink a beer, whatever it is, go rub one out. I don't know, whatever you got to do.
He obviously goes and rubs one out. I mean, he said it, not me.
But because that's what I do. When a game starts pissing me off, I go, you know what? Like, how many times have you guys seen me late at night be playing this game or another game, and I start getting tired, I start doing stupid shit, I start losing, I'm like, you know what? And I'm done. Because I know I'm done. That's it. I'm not mad at the game. I'm not mad at anything. I'm just, well, you know what? I'm tired. I'm not playing well. Why continue to punish myself? Because I will frustrate myself when I am making mistakes that I know I shouldn't be making. But That's normal. Stop playing. Go do something else. Go to bed. I don't know. Anyway, I'm definitely...
So that would be his answer for everything. Was it to get rid of us? Maybe. Stop playing. Don't get frustrated. But as I said to you, that's pretty much what I wanted to get across. I could have been harder. I could have called him out. But I don't feel I should, but he needs to wind his neck in at the end of the day. And the thing is, like I said, Discord's not going to change. He should be a Labour MP. Discord is not going to change. You're always going to get that. You always got to follow their rules and everything else. But as I said, I just feel that they need to be more on stuff that goes on. And at the end of the day, go and watch it from the start, Mets. At the end of the day, I just cover everything that's sort of pissed me off, and people just going on and making little snipey comments and shit like that. Online beef. But yeah, I just, like I said, it's just, and the main problem now is, and I feel, and a lot of people have just touched on this in the chat, that he thinks he's the man because the devs are coming to him. I mean, there's other parts of that video that I didn't clip where he basically said that he's constantly in contact with the devs and this, that, and the other. So I feel that have the devs then, sided. Have they turned around and said, well, he'll be our main man now. He'll be our focus point. He can test this. He can do this. He can do that. We'll relate to him. It just feels a little bit like Giants is gone dead. Not much going on. Offer him out. And like I said, you just, I at the end of the day, I would have left this. Yeah, I would have just had a moan about the Discord. But as I said, I hold my hands up. I said at the start, I hold my hands up. It was a moment of madness. Okay, I don't see that I deserved a 24-hour timeout because for me, I didn't really do anything wrong except for tag all the devs. And but for him to come on and then say that I trolled him, and then other people sort of twigged onto that, and then you had other shit in there, and the stories just got like wilder and wilder about what I did. And it was like, well, that's not true. Yeah. But then to turn around and say that, a clap-ass YouTuber. I mean, that was right there. That was the thing that pissed me off the most. And it's like, I'm aware of who he is. I have been aware of who he is for the past month. Not anything longer than that. I didn't know who he was at the start. When I think the last patch come out and people were saying, oh, well, EGR's got, because we went in his server, didn't we? I think. His custom lobby. And they said, oh, the devs are in there and they're racing with him and blah, blah, blah. And I thought, oh, who's this guy? Yeah. And it was like, click on his subs. So he's got 25K. He must know what he's talking about. He must know. And it's like, you've been doing it for 3 months, mate. Your subs have been built on your other hobby or your business or whatever. It's like, but that's it, Mets. That's it. Yeah. And to be fair, I don't care. At the end of the day, my channel was built on, I'll say it as it is. That's why I've usually got a disclaimer saying, if you don't like what I say on stream, I'm not holding you here. I'm not holding you hostage. I'm not forcing you to go through it. You can go and find another YouTube. You can go and find another video to watch. That's the thing. At the end of the day, it's people like that. It just, and especially all the more that he's been doing it for next to no time, and apparently he knows everything. He knows how the cars handle tires. He's this, he's that, and he's I mean, I'm not going to turn around and slag him off. Say, oh, he's crap at the game. He's slow. He's blah blah blah. That's irrelevant. That's got nothing to do with it. But don't come across to try and make out that you've been doing this for years where you haven't, where I have, and a lot of other guys have. And you're coming in and making out that you're the big I am and everything else. But it says, it's you don't then come at me. You don't then try and slag me off. I make negative content because that's where the clicks are and the views. No, I don't. At the end of the day, I make content that I feel I feel that's relevant, but I won't scoot round the issues. I'll tell it as it is, whether it's bad shit, whether it's good shit, whether it's in the middle. You know what I mean? It's just, yeah. It just, yeah. Yeah. But that's it, the drum. It's like, you come from he's a motorbike background. He's come into sim racing. And it's now he knows everything about way cars handle and everything else in a sim, which is completely different to real life. But yeah, I just, like I said, I had to get that off my chest. I won't be doing a lot in their Discord. I will still be keeping an eye because I did actually see something funny today. I don't know if anyone saw it. Somebody put up, I think it was #FreeBoris, and RYS4 got back and he goes, his ban was up yesterday or something, his timeout, so he's already free or something like that. So I did laugh at that, but as I said, it's why I don't usually frequent the Discord, and maybe I shouldn't have posted in there and started this, but I didn't for the life of me think that this would carry on for days. At the end of the day, it carried on for days. It was like, what the hell? What have I started? What have I done? But is that then, yeah, I was being the mouthpiece for everyone's frustrations. Yes, I did go about it the wrong way. Not from the point of putting the post up, but yeah, I shouldn't have tagged the devs. But no way on earth did I start trolling. No way on earth did I. Well, actually, I'll tell you what. I'll show you what. Let's be open and honest and transparent here, shall we? Because I've got nothing to hide at the end of the day. Absolutely nothing to hide. So basically, I said to him, right, and my other message is gone now. Because I tagged everyone in it, I'm a naughty boy. I says, God, get a grip of yourself, yeah? Not like I started swearing, calling people out and stuff, which I didn't, yeah? And because expressing your complaints to serve as one thing, but coming into the personal space is another. It's like, what, because I tagged him, I've come into his personal space? Yeah, or is he on about the messages? It's like, just, yeah. He goes, you did in fact swear. Our moderation bot picked up your message. It's like, no, it didn't. He goes, you're being dishonest and disrespectful. Please take a moment to reflect on your actions. So I'm being dishonest and disrespectful. How was I disrespectful? What? Because I tagged all the devs. And I'm being dishonest. What am I being dishonest about? That the game's broken? That the online multiplayer is and you shouldn't have been doing the a competition that you can win something. So, yeah. And I basically said, shit, not swearing. And I says, dishonest. Because I'm not going to spend my time arguing with you, and that was it. And yeah, it just, like I says, some people you just can't speak to at the end of the day. Let me bring these up. I know Ben sent me something. Holy shit. Okay. To be fair, I can believe that. So present moment in time on Steam. This obviously isn't console. I'm taking the punishment for all the year. It was only 24 hours. I mean, I was fine. Yeah, so this is LMU, but this is obviously PC. You can't see it, but yeah. 60 in game. That's crazy. And that number will go down. That number will go down. 100% it will. So, yeah. Definitely not good. But, yeah. It reminds me of, obviously, for the older guys that have been on my channel for quite a while, it reminds me of the ACC days of the next gen on console with 505 and Untold Games. And yeah, that this is what it reminds me of, but in a different format, because that was, I got pissed off with them and ultimately got banned from their Discord because a certain individual on there who was working for them at the time, I think it was their PR or whatever, basically started sort of having a go at the normal Discord user, the normal consumer that bought the game. And I'd see this and I'm like, hang on, you should be talking to people like that. you work for the company that produced this game, and you're talking to people that have gone and paid their hard-earned money for this game like they're a piece of shit on the bottom of your shoe. And I'm sure I said that. And yeah, I had to go. And obviously then he started having a go at me and then trying to belittle me, going, oh, yeah, the big YouTubers here and stuff like that. And at that stage, I only had like 1,000 subs or something like that. So obviously I lost my shit again. But that was, for me, that was justified. So I'll never go back and say that I didn't do or I did wrong, because I didn't. At the end of the day, you can't. I think the analogy is, I use the analogy, you go and buy a pair of shoes, you go back to the shop because the shoes are faulty, and the person behind the counter starts having a go at you and belittling you and saying this, that, and the other. I'm sorry, you'd grab him over the counter and you'd fucking knock him out. It's like, yeah, consumers have got rights. I mentioned this before, but a couple of days ago, consumer rights and everything else. But this guy was talking to people like that. I said they were a piece of shit, and I weren't having it at the end of the day. And he's from this country, my country as well. It's like, who the do you think you are? So, sim shoes. I don't know what, but it could be any shoes, but yeah, just that terminology. You get me, Mets. You know where I'm coming from. And it wound me up to a point where, how the hell can somebody like that works for, I think it's 505, that are trying to sort the ACC out to go to the next gen, that's completely full of bugs and is killing the game, and you're talking to the customer like they're a piece of shit. It's like, nah, I ain't having none of that. And obviously I got banned. But you're going to get that. And again, in that Discord, you would get the people that were pro. 505, you get the people that were on the fence, or you get the people that are not anti, but that they sort of speak sense and everything else and wonder what's going on and why is it good for one and not good for another and all that shit. And you're getting this with this Discord at the end of the day. With PMR Discord, you're always going to get the bum lickers. It's like being at school at the end of the day. When you're at school and you always get the arse lick the teacher, bring an apple in for the teacher or whatever, or suck up to the teacher, blah, blah, blah. You're always going to get it. You get it in every walk of life. You get the people that are arse lickers. You get the people that like to poke the bear. You get the people that they comment and they know what they're doing, and they'll just do enough or not enough to get themselves into trouble, but they'll and it's just Discord. This is why I don't really like Discord. I know I've got a Discord channel. I do sort of frequent in there a little bit. I check out stuff, but I don't post a lot. I just don't. I'd never want it to go sort of this way, where you've got a sort of divide. As I said, I don't buy the divide with what he's saying, tribal, because I think he said that because a lot of you guys come on and try to defend me, which is I appreciate it, but the thing is I don't want you guys to get into trouble as well. That's the thing. The last thing I want is you guys to get into trouble. But I think he's seen that. And he probably thought, oh, hang on. Yeah, there's the for and there's the against. But I'm sorry, I'm not. And I'd say a lot of you guys aren't anti-PMR. I'd say, you're just frustrated with the way it is. You're frustrated with the lack of transparency. That's another one. We've gone over this before. The lack of transparency to do with the game, to do what the devs are doing. I mean, it's all well and good for him to bang on and say, oh, yeah, the devs know, they've known for ages about what's wrong with the game and everything else. That's fine. We all know that. But why can't they just be transparent? Why can't they say, man, say, well, yeah, we are having issues with sorting the online. We know it needs sorted out. We're going to concentrate on that. No, they bring a patch out that says we've basically gone on the feedback from the community. So what community? The arse-licking community, the community that like to poke the bear of people to try and get them banned and stuff, or the actual genuine people that have been playing it from day one, that are sort of putting their blood, sweat and tears, so to speak, into it. It's just, I don't know where we go from here. I haven't played it for the last day or two. If I'm honest, I haven't missed it. I've missed being in my rig. I've missed being on my computer, but I have been busy. I actually lost my dog. One of my dogs died 2 days ago. So that yeah, didn't help matters. Maybe that sort of pushed me over the edge a little bit. It was unexpected as well. I didn't see it coming. So that's a shitter. But yeah, we pick ourselves up, we dust ourselves off, and we get on with it at the end of the day. But all good things, LMU. All good things come to an end at the end of the day. Oh, the Streamlabs bots has had a go at Mets. Mets, stop pissing about. It's quite ironic with me dog, because he was my last Newfoundland. If you remember, I lost my Boris last year. But I lost Lewis, and he was our last Newfoundland that we used to show. So he's our last sort of show Newfoundland. And yeah, it's just a sort of end of an era, so to speak, for me. But yeah, it has come over a shock. I think it's maybe the move. I mean, he wasn't old, but I mean the breed that what he is, they can either last sort of into the average is sort of 6 to 8 years old. If they last, cheers guys, no, I appreciate it. If they last into double figures, you've done really well. That's the thing, because they're a giant breed. See, Boris lasted, I think it was like 11. I've still got my bulldogs, Gwen. Yeah, yeah, that's it now. I've got my small dogs. He was the last of my big dogs. So, but as I said, it's not an excuse for me to go off or whatever. But I mean, life is shit at the end of the day. Life can be hard. Life can be, yeah, really shit at times. But you've just got to, dust yourself off, pick yourself back up, and get on with it. But as I say, it doesn't help when people are taking sort of pot shots at the end of the day. And I think that's why, yeah, again, as I said, I made this. There was no reason for him to do it at the end of the day. So, I mean, what will come of this, I don't know. He may come on the stream. I highly doubt he will. He may watch this back. Yeah. See what he says at the end of the day. I don't feel I've done anything wrong. Yes, I did. I started World War III off in the Discord. Not my intention. By having a bit of a frustrating rant, and yeah, it all then kicked off. But for days on end. But yeah, I still don't feel he should have said what he said. It just, I mean, at the end of the day, he doesn't know me. He doesn't know my background. He doesn't know who I am. He doesn't know what I do, where I'm from, my history or whatever like that. You can't comment on somebody like that. I'm sorry. You're just looking for a fool. You're just looking, yeah. Little, I don't know. Point scoring? Is he point scoring? I don't know. Maybe he's just pissed off because I'm faster than him at the end of the day. I don't know. Maybe because I wiped the floor with him in his own server. I don't know. You know what I mean? Bit of humour. Somebody don't take it out of context. There's a bit of my dry humour there. So, yeah, it is what it is. It's just, yeah, I don't know. You know what I mean? As I said, I'm not going to turn around and say, yeah, I've got beef with him now. That's it. It's Boris versus EJR. It's not that at all. I just felt I had to put not my side across, because I feel I've done nothing wrong. Yes, as far as putting the post up and taking all the deaths, yeah, that was wrong. That I shouldn't have done that. I do hold my hands up. I'm the sort of bigger person. I hold my hands up. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to message Fernando and apologise. That's not me. At the end of the day, that's not me, because I don't feel that I did anything wrong after that. You get these guys turn around and say, oh, well, yeah, but he doubled down, as EJR said. He doubled down and then started to troll. I didn't troll. I didn't troll anyone. At the end of the day, you're the one trolling. You're the one taking little snipes at me, little shitty comments that you know that I can't comment back. So, yeah. Like I said, speaks volumes for me at the end of the day. He is watching. He's not watching. To be fair, I'd love him to come on at the end of the day. We can have a conversation. Yeah. But I just feel that say one thing in the Discord, but then say a different thing on your stream is a bit shitty. As I said, as the case in point, he's turned around and said that, yeah, it's their house. They make the rules. I understand that. Yeah, I understand his analogy of it. And as I said, I've held my hands up and says, yeah, it was a moment of madness from me. I shouldn't have done it. But frustration creeps in and things take over and everything else. But you don't turn around and then comment, say, oh, well, I don't understand why people get so frustrated or whatever about a game. It's only a game, blah, blah, blah. But then when you're on your stream, you try and make out that you sort of siding with me, but I went about it the wrong way. It's like, just own that shit at the end of the day. Just own the shit that you said in Discord. Also own the shit where you've had a go at me. Or your little snipey comment because I put them 2 videos up. And that's it as well. So getting to that video, right? What baffled me, right? And I did see the sort of the sort of comical value of it, right? Because it was a comical video. The Ben Collins, the Stig XJ220 video, right? At the end of the day, there's a disclaimer. Yeah. At the start, let me see if I can bring it up. I'm sure I've got it somewhere. Right. And I just started scratching my head. I was like, what the fuck? What is going on at the end of the day? So there's the disclaimer that comes up before that video. Or you get my sort of start entrant video or whatever it is. Yeah. And it goes, this video is intended for humor only. Whatever he said about Ben Collins is probably untrue. I have the utmost respect for the man, but for PMR, that's a different story. And the main man, Ian Bell, right? So I get somebody, and it was in Discord, and he was like, I think he said, I don't understand what Boris is trying to say. And somebody says, why don't you go and put a comment and ask him, right? It's like, what do you mean what I'm trying to say? It's a joke. It was a joke video. Does no one read the disclaimer? I made it in jest, right? I mean, oh, Legend still running with it. Yeah, typical. Yeah, and I think I had somebody else turn around and say, well, didn't know this is untrue. He wouldn't have done that or something like that. It's like, it's a joke. I know it was a humorous video, but then again, is that my dry sense of humor coming out and no one can just pick up on it? It was but don't get me wrong, the other video was legit. I was quite shocked with that. The way, yeah, the way, Soup in the game is Gaz in the channel. I don't know. He was on earlier. Gaz on my channel. But yeah, he is quick. Very quick. Exactly. 3 months. And the thing is, if you have a look, because it's clear for everyone to see to go through people's channels, you can find his video where, and this is what gets me, okay? You can go and have a look at it. I'm not going to bring it up. You can go and have a look at it. And he basically discusses the start of this channel, right? But it wasn't the start of this channel. It was his old channel that he'd made the 25k subs on to do with his motorbikes. And he basically changed the name to EJ Racing, that then he's going to do his new hobby, which is sim racing. But it's like, well, hang on. Surely you would, any normal person would start a fresh channel, no? You'd start your sim racing channel. But no, he thought he'd just change his channel that he had 25k subs on to his sim racing channel. Yeah. I ain't saying anything else. you go and have a look into that. But yeah. But as I said, yeah, I just, yeah. I swear every platform game you try, you have problems with. It's okay for you to make videos about people's. You've missed something out there. The 1905 Club. What do you mean with that? People's business and projects, but the moment someone has a quite frankly fair reaction to your provocation, you react like this. Provocation? Have you been here from the start, or have you just jumped in at the end? I'd love to know, because I think if you weren't here at the start, definitely go and have a look at the start. Because at the end of the day, if he'd have not said what he did, I wouldn't have made this video. I'd probably made this video in the context of what's going on in Discord. Okay. And I did hold my hands up and turn around and say that, yeah, I was wrong what I did. Yeah, I know that. But moment of madness, frustration, everything else. But when you get him commented, calling me something that, yeah, then I'm sorry, you've opened up a can of worms. You don't go and call another content creator something when you don't know who I am or what's going on or whatever, because you think you do, or you can make assumptions on somebody. So, as I said, I'm open to your criticism, your comments and everything else. But as I said, if you've just come on now, you've missed the whole of the video. So I believe, or the stream, I believe you need to go back and you need to watch it from the start. Because as I said, and I even say in this, if he'd have not said anything, I wouldn't be saying anything about him at the end of the day, because it's not, yeah, it doesn't bother me. But as I said, I'm open to criticism, but when you start calling people stuff, then no. And like I said, when you then go on your live stream and say something different to what you said in Discord, that doesn't sit with me, because I'm open and honest, and I'll say it as it is. Warts and all, I don't give a shit at the end of the day. It's what my channel was built on. So I give everyone a fair crack at the whip. I'll have anyone on my channel, unless you start causing shit, then you'll get banned from my channel. But I'll take the disagreements. I'll take the negatives and the positives. But as I said, when you try and make assumptions about somebody, because that's what he's done, yeah, and then call someone, what was it? A clapped ass YouTuber, was it? Where is it? I gotta bloody find it now. All over the place. Let's have a look. Rage bait through speculation from a clapped ass YouTuber 101. Yeah, I mean, yeah. So, chapped ass, is it? Oh, chapped ass. Sorry, I thought it clapped ass. Is it an American thing, Oil Slick? You're from over that way, aren't you? What does it mean? Is it like my English, like humour or sayings, like every man and his dog? Or is it something, or, yeah. He said something about Jimmy Broadbent, which is not true. He still uses racing line. Just means you're grumpy or pissed, yeah. Like I says, I've said nothing about him. Absolutely nothing until that point. So, and as I said, with his stream, you can't make assumptions. Don't make assumptions on somebody's life, how they live it and everything else, because you don't know that person. You can't make assumptions. You're past prime, but it's normally used as a joke. I'm past my prime. Holy shit. Definitely can't mean in a sim racing perspective, can it? I'm past my prime. Surely not. It's about attitude, okay. But as I said, just like I said, the little digs as well about apparently I only make negative content to get the clicks. Do I? I don't know. You guys be the judge. Do I make negative content? I don't know. Good thing Boris uses hacks. Exactly. Exactly. I'd need to use hacks to keep up with the younger guys, and but yeah, I no. Oh yeah, I thought that Oil. To be fair, I did think it was either me or Jester. So because I know Jester got under his skin a little bit yesterday, weren't it? So, but as I said, it still boils down to, yeah, you shouldn't try and take little pot shots at people. You shouldn't try and think you know somebody, because you don't. At the end of the day, you don't know somebody through their YouTube and whatever. Don't get me wrong, you can probably pick up a lot about me, because I am me. I'm not warts and all. I don't yeah, I won't come across as something I'm not, and I've said that at the start, but yeah. Yeah, but Final Sector, he's sort of right there. I'm 49, I'm almost 50. I'll be 50 this year. But as they say, age is but a number at the end of the day. I don't feel almost 50. I might look it, but yeah. But the thing is, that shouldn't come into it as well. There's a lot of sim racers. I think the big percentage of sim racers are sort of, what, late 30s and over. So, yeah. Tell that to the courts. Yeah, as in why should he even comment on it? Or I think from his perspective, yeah, I suppose some people are just like that, aren't they? He said he's frustrated with the game, but he would never do what I did. He would always keep it above board. So you sort of start to paint the picture of the kind of person he is. But yeah. 100 people viewing. Thank you so much. I didn't think I was that popular, to be fair. Past my prime YouTuber. The Discord has so many gatekeepers in it. It's crazy. As I said with Discord, it's, yeah, I'm on Fanatec. Yeah, I've had it for years now and I've had no issues. So, but yeah, as I said with Discord's Discord. You just got to take it with a pinch of salt. At the end of the day, you're never going to win the argument, and especially with the devs or the admins or whatever. But you can flip that coin, and I'm sorry, they should still show not so much transparency, but they should still show equal sort of, not hostilities, but sort of the way they moderate or the Discord. They should be straight down the line with everyone. There shouldn't be no, because I think that's the problem. You get so many people in there, and then as soon as you see something, and like I called it out, and it's then, why is one person allowed to get away with it but another's not? Why is one? Yeah, I understand that the admins can't be on all the time. Exactly, yeah, equal enforcement. Yeah, great saying, really. Yeah, equal. Yeah, they have to be, because as soon as one slips up, you know that people are going to jump and then turn around, and then that's when it starts to get a little bit heated, and that's when the bickering sort of more starts, and the back and forths, and then obviously, yeah, the admin come in, and but as I say, I don't. Fernando, he was just too quick to react for me, but I have been told that, yeah, that's the way it's been. Actually, on that note, I'm trying to keep up with this chat now. Did anyone see the comment? And now this is twice now. Let me see if I can bring it up. Video, was it in? I'm trying not to play the video. Oh, shut up. Bloody adverts, YouTube adverts, pack it in. It's not this one. Which one was it? I'll find it in a minute. Ah, there you go. Right, so I don't know if any eagle-eyed viewers caught this. So this guy, now this is twice. I had someone come on stream, about 2 months ago, and basically was saying that he was on the program that done the early access for Project Motor Racing, and I can't remember what they called it. Somebody in the chat will probably know what I'm talking about. I did actually try and sign up for it, and I didn't get in. But yeah, he basically said he couldn't understand that the way the game was, the state of the game that they had sort of created through their input, was not the game that come out. And it was like, really? Why? Yeah, it just didn't make sense. Now this guy's come on, and he's basically said that, yeah, because he participated in the development of Project Cars 1. And they created something really good, apparently. Yeah, factory driver program. Oh, no, is it? Yeah, I think it's the factory driver. Because I'm in the partner program. Yeah, the factory driver program it was. But yeah, this guy's come on, and he's basically saying that, yeah, the long and short of it is he was the development of Project Cars 1. And I think they created it and it was really good. But then the devs panicked because during the first public test of the game, don't remember if it was E3 or something else, the players cannot control the car of the demo, Mercedes AMG GT3. They were immediately in panic mode right before the moment that handling was like GTR2, nothing less. Months of testing were trashed because the devs were scared that the game was too difficult for the casual gamers. It was like, yeah. And the thing is, as we know now, the people that worked on Project Cars 1 and 2, as Ben said in that interview, they're primarily the same people that have worked on Project Motor Racing. So, like I said, all these little sort of snippets and information that's coming out. And to be fair, anyone that's watching this that or anyone that picks up this stream when it's finished and gets this far, if you've participated in the factory driver program or Project Motor Racing, I'd love to hear from you. Definitely come in my Discord or drop me a DM on Discord or something like that, because I'd definitely like to hear what your side is of it. Is the game not what you created? Is the game, the feedback that you guys gave, is nothing like the game that was actually released? Because I'd love to hear at the end of the day. I'd love to find out, and that video sort of pieced stuff together, exactly what happened. I know it won't help the game in its current state, but it may be sort of open our eyes up a little bit of what's going on, and we may then be able to look sort of further afield and say, right, is this game gonna ever get sorted out? Is it gonna be where we want it to be? So definitely want to hear from anyone that knows, anyone that's been privy to it. I applied but never got a response. Yeah, I did as well. It's coming, Super Duty, amazing cars. Exactly, Final Sector. That like was just gold. That was absolute gold. And the interview at the end, where the guy from Straight Force said that wasn't what you were saying earlier 2 hours ago about the great handling and stuff. I was like, oh my God, what's going on? But yeah. Proper shocking. So I wasn't going to do any racing. Should we have a look? Let's have a look. I haven't been on. We'll load up the game. We'll have a look. As I said, I haven't been on. I don't know if we'll do anything. We'll just have a look. See, the drum, you say that, but what got me is when Ben turned around and basically said that there was a sort of, not a standoff, but there was him, and then there was the sim racers that were working on the game. And he was turned around and saying that in real life, you want to be able to, catch the slide, and the car just won't slide out straight away and kill you. Whereas the sim racers were saying, no, that's the way we want it. It should be like that. But he's saying real life, no, you'd be able to catch the slide. And thankfully, I think in the game, even running cars with no TC and ABS, they're very playful. And I like that at the end of the day. I think I've mentioned it before, AMS2, a couple of other titles where you can get in a car with no TC and ABS, and you apply the throttle too early and the car will just rotate on you. And for me, then it's no fun. So, yeah. Are they delaying it? I don't think they're delaying the DLC. It's supposed to be this first 3 months, the DLC. Q1. Q1 is there's three Qs technically. Q1, Q2, Q3. And Q4. Each one of them Q is 3 months. So obviously 3, 6, 9, 12. So Q1 is all the 3 months. Q2 will be the next 3 months, Q3, and so on and so forth. So I don't know when the DLC will drop. They've still got, 2 months, February and March, that they can bring it out. Unless someone's heard something different that they have delayed it. I haven't heard anything. So let's go and have a look. We still got it. How long we got left? 1 day. Way down in 7th now, look. Soup's 4th. Soup's joint 4th. Okay, yes, it's still coming Q1, yeah. But as I said, and I stand by it, I would rather that them fix the online than start putting content out. So So anyway, on a side note, I forgot to mention, has anyone seen the press pack for the BMW? I'm not too sure if you guys can get it, but on their Discord in the Giants, which I actually find quite amusing, because I start asking questions about, yeah, there's not much going on in the Discord, blah, blah, blah. Are we not being kept in the loop with stuff? And then they drop a media pack. And yeah, everyone's allowed it. I don't know if has anyone seen it? I don't know if it's on there. Is it on their website? Let me have a look, actually. Don't get me wrong, I don't understand why they've released it, but it's yeah. They announced it, yeah. Is it in the media? It's not in the media, is it? I don't know where it is. I'll show you what it is anyway for the people that haven't seen it. Just got to try and find it. Media pack. So basically it's just pictures. Yeah. Appreciate the spark car. I ain't gonna win it. No chance I win it. Not being down in 7th. I mean, I don't think that's bad points, to be fair. 69, 67. I don't know how many points other people are on. So if they change the dailies, yeah, Mount Panorama GT3s. I need to do these two, don't I? Are you on about the Sparks race? He's only got one win. What's going on? No way. So surely for, say, a second place, you're going to get 50 odd points. What do? Get 110 for first? 141, you're tied with Kenobi. 16 starts, 5 wins. Yeah. Yeah, not much happening. It's supposed to be 10 wins. So why is mine not updated then? Or is it just... No, it's only top 3. Top 3 in each division. I think there's 5 divisions. Gaz, the problem is, it's... Obviously, yeah, they only take points for both wins, don't they? So the top points from each of your win, I think they score it. But yeah, it still doesn't make sense how first place man has got 1 win and he's top of the tree. It's a bit stupid. How dead are the custom lobbies? Go and have a look. Probably dead. I'd say there'd be 1 or 2. I'll be surprised if there isn't any. There's a few. Not many, though. But yeah, it's strange. I've just... After all this, I know it shouldn't have affected me, but it sort of knocked the wind out of my sails a little bit. I just don't want to be racing. or just haven't got the enthusiasm to race, to be fair. Flat out, how you doing, mate? I'm taking they still haven't updated these then, no. Oh, no. See, I could jump on, I could cheat and I could jump on, I could jump onto my Xbox account that's in Division 5, I think it is, or Division 4. The thing is, I still probably won't win the car, to be fair, because of the point system or whatever it is. It just, yeah, not good. But GT4s that's older wouldn't be too bad. VR poker. That takes precedence over PMR. That's not good. Exactly, Dilly, but that's the problem. I mean, I know Oil wants to run one. It's just, and it's frustrating because that's where we all sort of cut our teeth in ACC. We all ran leagues, we all ran championships, or ran in them, and it was, yeah, it sort of was away from the sort of norm of the game. We sort of had a purpose, so to speak. So. I think I'll tell you what, I'd say a lot of people, if you gave them that option, like ACC, that you had to rent your own server, but it was pretty much stable, I think people would right now. They'd say, okay, I'll pay the £13 or whatever it is a month for a server. So then we can run championships and everything else. I can't even probably calculate your lap times, yeah. I don't know what's going on. I really don't. Do we feel that the last patch actually was relevant, or so? Yeah. I think that's it, Dilly Bar. But the thing is, I know for a fact right now, because we're frustrated with the online. I know I would. I'd rent a server like I did an ACC. At the end of the day, if I knew that paying that money each month for the server meant that it was a lot more stable, or say like ACC was pretty stable. You had the odd issue, but it was nowhere near as bad as this. So, yeah. I just don't, I don't see how they'd be able to do it now if it's sort of programmed in the actual game for this P2P stuff or whatever, the way they're doing it. So. I think it's the cheaters as well. It's just, I mean, I know they are. I can't remember if it's sort of secret information or it's open to everyone. But I did hear that they are working on an anti-cheat, but it's probably not going to be introduced till maybe the end of the month, which we are close to the end of the month. So it'll be interesting to see what, if a patch comes out. So, but again, it then boils down to, like a lot of people have said, why run a competition? Why run a competition that you can actually win something when you know, but they've even said in it, it's less than ideal, but it was almost out of their control. So, Yeah, I get that, Grumpy, but I think they'd then expect more people to jump back on. I do believe if they can sort out the stability side, I think you would get more people jumping back on the game, but I just think they're just going to push more and more people away. I've always held this stance on the online. It needs sorted before anything else. Or well, sorry, anti-cheat as well. But yeah, before anything else, it really needs sorted out before they do anything. There better be another update this week. It would be nice, but yeah, whether we'll get anything, I don't know. But I'm just going through their Discord, seeing what's going on. Mr. Grumps, is that what you want to see? Career AI track limits. Track limits, definitely. Oh, what happened there? I missed the race. I didn't want to join it anyway. You're happy that Cadillac's going to dominate F1? I'm sure they weren't, though. Was it Cadillacs that had the issues in testing? I don't think it was Audi, was it? I think they were way off, weren't they, Cadillac? I can't see them being competitive straight out the box, can you? Just don't see it. You would say that, oh, Slick, you just don't abuse the track. That's what it is. You don't take the full advantage of the track. They have the Mercedes engine. Okay, that's a bit strange then. Be interesting to see them where they are. So then it'll be down to the aero, wouldn't it? The way they've created the car. What was Grumpy Flight Guy? What was the motorbike game they brought out? What was it? Was it a year or two ago? And it almost looked like real life. It was really good, or graphics wise, anyway. Looked spot on. They're going to run the gauntlet year one. It'd be interesting if they did up there with the bigger teams. Cadillac would get lap most races. Was that ride far? Yeah, it looked absolutely incredible, didn't it? It really did. Was just, yeah, crazy. Like GT7 for bikes, nice. That's what I mean. I do love a good graphically, yeah, crisp game. I really do. I know it doesn't make sense, or not make sense. I know it doesn't. It's not the be all and end all, really, with a sort of racing game, whether it be motorbikes or cars. It's about the handling and everything else. But when you have got good graphics as well, it just makes it. I think adds that little bit extra sort of immersion. Gran Turismo's streaming. What's brand streaming? You guys know Brand, don't you? I'm going to put his link in the description box. Go and give him some love. You know, like we do. Go and bombard his messages. his chat and turn around and say, Boris sent me. I don't know where, hang on, I don't know what's going on. Is this live? It is live, I think. Hang on, it's not. No, we missed him. God damn it, I thought he was live. Must have just missed him. Streamed live 95 minutes ago, okay. Scrap that then, we're just going to go over and show him some love. Interesting chat, in what way? Torch trophy with GTA bikes back on PS2, which was great. We can do an endurance league. Tempting. Made by Polyphony, that's probably why the graphics are good. I'm trying to see who else is on and we can go and... Oh, my stream's YouTube featured. I better not swear now. I don't know. Giants still bankrolling the game. Yeah. At the end of the day, you would hope that they're not relying on the DLC that comes out for people to buy it to get more money in, because I don't think they're going to. They don't think they're going to have a lot of people buying it. So let's just hope they've still got money in the kitty that they can carry on developing and that, because I think the last thing we want to see is a game to die, for them to just put a plug in it and say that's it. We've done as much as we can. We've run out of resources and money, and we can't do anything else. And yeah, you'll fund them. What you'll buy the rights to the game, all slick. We'll see if we can do a better job. Yeah, I don't have my $7. I hope so. But as I said, and I still stand by, I don't want to see a DLC come out when the game's still in the state it's in. That's the problem. And a pack of Monster Munch, yeah, exactly. Definitely not good. He says he's live. What? Is he cut? He is live. What is going on? Did I put the wrong one in the chat? Hang on. It was supposed to be modest parity. Yeah, exactly. Right. Go and give Brand some love. All go over and put in his chat, Boris sent us, and give him a thumbs up as well. He's got 10 people watching him. I want to see that chat fill up saying, Boris sent me. Hashtag Boris. Yeah, GT500. I think it's Japanese, isn't it? So I'd say we'll get Suzuka and the variations of the Suzuka track. I get that. I think, yeah, the drum Boris sent us. Yes, hashtag Boris. Let's see what he says. You're going to put him off. You're going to put him off going up the mountain. You got to make him crash. Cheers for the sub, CTRL Garage. CTRL Garage, there is guides. Have you seen the guides on the website? I'm sure there's sort of tutorial videos and everything to do with modding. I thought it was actually really sort of informative. But the problem is, if they haven't got the player base because of the issues they've got with the game, then it's that, yeah, you're not going to get maybe the mods or the amount of mods that they want or need. So, what's he saying? Hang on.
Give him a head of rest. We'll come to some rank races just for the giggle. And it is a giggle. It's going to be a giggle for a while, to be honest.
I'll leave him to it. The rumours they are driving a Lotus 49 for a Formula Vintage pack in mods. That'd be nice. single seaters. I think that's what this misses really. It's got the odd single seater technically, but sort of the formula cars and stuff. Yeah, no, I get that CTRL, Gary. Yeah, I understand that. It wasn't. I think I was looking on their website a month or two ago and stumbled across it, and it's it is really informative. But as I said, with the lack of players that they've got, they're not going to get then the mods. I don't think so. Exactly. Yeah, agree. Definitely want to see leagues and stuff, championships. That's for sure. Hacker Bar sent me. Cheers, Oil Slick. Oh. But yeah, I mean, hopefully it could be a good next couple of months for PMR. I do hope it is, but there's always a but. That's the problem. Just the thing, you sort of say that, it's like with the custom lobbies, there's none of that. We can't do any of that. Add ballast and restrict the cars and, yeah, so much that they can do. Yeah, there's so much that, yeah, they can do, but you didn't make him crash, Oil Slick, or did he crash? I must have missed it if he did. I noticed he had to stop. I do try and voice my opinions, but I also get a slap on the wrist for it. That's the problem. Apparently, I'm a hater. I hate the game, so yeah, individuals think I'm a hater, but so I mean, I don't want to wish bad things on anyone, any game, whatever. But I just, yeah, if, as I said to you, what, a couple of weeks ago, no, about 2 weeks ago now, the little things are coming into my mind where you start to sort of doubt. It's taken what, a couple of months, but they are now starting to come in, like they did with Forza Motorsport. Can only be on it for so long before, well, you've already seen it, the frustration. It got me a 24-hour timeout, but yeah. Yeah, that's another point as well, yeah, running the same numbers. I mean, replays as well. It's like, fortunate enough on PC you can save the replays, but yeah, not for the console. So then sort of they're relying on us on PC to try and catch the cheaters and stuff as well by saving the replay. It's all a bit arse about face, isn't it? That's the problem. It's, yeah, just they've got so much to do, but they do need to prioritize certain things. I mean, love him or hate him, EJR said it as well. The same thing that I've been saying. They need to sort out the online stability. Online is paramount. Online is key. I've said it before. I think the bigger percentage of players, yes, it's not massive. There's not a massive player base on this, but the actual bigger percentage of what players are playing this play online. They play ranked. I don't think they do career offline. Don't get me wrong. There's still people that do, but a lot of, probably nearly all of us are online. We did it with ACC, running leagues, running championships, stuff like that, having private lobbies, private lobby nights and stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I mean. It is frustrating, and more so with the competition, because we've seen then. Have we seen more players come back on for the competition, or have we seen a collective of players that are in the player base just go and swamp the Sparks race. And then that's obviously caused more issues because it can't handle, it can't handle it can't handle the split of a server as well, or splitting the race up to 2 different servers. That's it, Gaz. Exactly. Hit the nail on the head. Exactly. And I think to stop the frustration, they need to be transparent. I've said it before. I'll say it again. They need to be transparent with us. Not, yeah, I know it's difficult. They say working on stuff, blah, blah, blah. They don't want to overhype something. They don't want to say to us, we've got this coming out here, then, and then it gets pulled back, and then we get frustrated even more because we were supposed to say have a patch on a certain day or whatever. I understand that. But they need to be transparent with people, because I think to keep people is still interested, that's, I think, the tactic they need to go now. So, yeah, exactly. They won't be transparent, but it's a shame. It's, yeah. Necrodogs, how you doing? 2B in that race, yeah. Soup's the hacker. Soupy's Gaz, by the way, in the chat, if anyone doesn't know. I'm trying to think. I've got the... hang on. Or have I? Did I get rid of it? I don't know if I did. See, when did I do... See, I don't know what's happening with the replays, whether they're bugged now as well. Because I'm getting replays come up on here when I've not even done that race. 25th, 2 days ago. Have I done... Yeah. Are they going in the wrong slot? Right, 2025, 31st. No. Right, second. So I've only got one race from 26. So the replays are being... Yeah, I'm sure I had that saved, and I can't find it. I did save the one with leg end, because we all reported him, didn't we? It brought up that code, and we reported him. But yeah, it's now disappeared. So anyone in front of you hacks. Yeah, I remember Ratmaster on ACC. I've raced him. He's got a YouTube channel. I don't know what's going on. I haven't seen him. I'm surprised he didn't maybe jump over to this. I don't actually. I'm going to search him. Was it Ratmaster 2 or something? There he is. He's still putting content out. Yeah, Ratmaster 3, is it? I don't know, when was the last time? He's got no lives. I don't, did he ever? No, he'd never done live streams, did he? So he's made a video, a couple of videos. So he's gone over to VR. Yeah, he was one of the good guys, definitely. Oh, Kiref's streaming. What's Kiref looking at? Gran Turismo. I take it Chunky GT's given up on Project Motor Racing, has he? We're streaming GT7. Strange. Never seen him again in about 10 years. He was impersonating. Hang on, Gaz, was he on Project Motor Racing's Discord? Did you not call him out? Ah, that's good then. So they've done something then. That's good. He joined with a new account. He joined the game or the Discord with a new account. Hopefully he didn't join the game. Hopefully they've blocked his IP. So then, he won't be able to do anything. Exactly. But will they wipe him off the board? Discord, okay. Oh, was that, hang on, is that, I think I saw it. Because, yeah, you turned around and said that... I see. Yeah, he's tried to do your one, isn't he? I think Next Gen NOS, when he was just taking out people. I don't think he was hacking. I know he was taking out Jester. That's not, yeah, so he could still get in then. That's not good. Or I suppose if he uses a different IP, what's it like, Surfshark or something like that. See, that's the problem, him being on PC. If he was on Xbox or PlayStation, you'd have his ID from there and they could ban it. Even though you could probably, make a new account, but it's, yeah. I don't understand why people do it, if I'm honest. It just makes no sense. It really doesn't. Can't spell for shit. Hang on. Where is it in here? Oh, someone's just asked me a question on Discord. So that will work. But the thing is, I suppose then the game developers would have to speak to Steam, wouldn't they, for Steam to ban the account? There it is. I'm not too sure if you're watching Dollar Up, but I have to click. Cool. Oh, okay. It's not too bad then. If it's quick to do. Thing is, though, it's ACC, and the ACC server is completely different kettle of fish to these. Definitely. See that? Yeah, but that's the thing, because they're all, the way the servers are structured and that with SimGrid, it just makes it a lot easier. I just don't, yeah, this is all, with this, it's all in-house, isn't it? It's all, yeah, which I think is a problem as well. But I do hope they get on top of it, or do get an anti-cheat in, because it is frustrating. It really is, when you see people doing sort of 2-3 second laps quicker than you, and you know they're cheating. XCL's good, yeah, on console for ACC. So yeah, that's the difference, isn't it? A dedicated server. If they could be bothered, yeah. That's the thing, though. It's not like we haven't told them, and a lot of us have sort of, yeah, told them about the issues and who's cheating and who they are, and so. But yeah, you're getting loads of ads. I apologise. I can add another one if you want. I've got a button that adds ads, but I don't, yeah. PC Spec have an Nexus mod, an official mod. Oh. See, here's one, and it'd be quite controversial, I think, but I think it would make a good, maybe a good stream or a good video of yeah, how easy is it to hack? How easy is it to use these mods, these grip mods and everything else, and what's the limits that you can get out of them? Could you say for argument's sake, that the top lap time, say at Daytona, the top lap time's what, a 43, maybe a 42.9, high 42. Can you get a 35 if you put that sort of grip hack up to the maximum and stuff like that? I'd definitely be interested to see what it was about and what it entails, and see whether it is easy to do or whether it is actually quite complex. So just say for a video that, yeah, or do it live just to see. Problem is, though, I'm then sort of promoting it. If I was to do it and show, say, if it was really easy, everyone would start, yeah, jumping on it. If they handle 65 people, yeah, that'd be funny, wouldn't it? How long has it got to go? Oh, has it got 3 minutes? I don't mind jumping in. I don't know whether I'll race in it, but is it? Oh, 2 minutes. Okay, 25. Yeah, go on then. $27. Oh, we've gone down. I lost somebody. Come on, all jump in. Let's break it. The guy was, see, that's what I mean. I wouldn't even know where to start. So is it the files for, say, a certain car that you can change the values, change sort of things that would affect the weight or make the car lighter, or a bit like ACC? See, like I said, I don't even know. That's the thing. So yeah, I suppose that would make sense if it's, yeah, for grip. Top 2 were 5 seconds faster. I think the problem you've got is, and I've touched on this before, unless you know the sort of limit, who the top people are, and then you get somebody, yeah, that say, yeah, 5 seconds faster than them, because it's difficult because we're all at same, or we're all at a different level. We're all at a different pace. So somebody could look at me and say, oh, he's, yeah, 5 seconds faster than me. He's got to be using hacks. You've got to know the level of where the top drivers are in this game. And then if somebody, like I said, with leg end, I think we were like, what were we? 43s, 44s at that stage, and he was doing 41s. That's BS. Total BS. Because we knew the ceiling point was sort of, yeah, 44s, 43s at that stage. So the Giants version has a ton of open access to files. Okay. But the thing is, surely he wouldn't be on the Giants version, or was he? Yeah. Was he part of the partner program? And he's changed his name on that account? Because I know you can change your name on that account, because we did it on the Giants version. Well, we only got 30. That's disappointing. Shall we run it? I haven't done this for, yeah, we'll run it. Sod it. We'll do at least a bit of, or some racing on stream tonight. There's no way that's 5 seconds. Yeah. No, I, that's what I mean. But I'm just pointing out because some people sort of come on and they say, oh, this person's that person. It's like, well, hang on, I know that person. I know they're quick. So... yeah, that's it. Usually, if you're on PC, it's usually a tell, because I think we touched on it before. It's a lot harder, if not impossible, to do it on console. It's obviously a lot easier to get into the files on PC. Which is going to be fun. First race back for a day or two. Let's see what happens. Right, we're going to get booted out, or it's going to be glitching cars, or... Let's have a look. Right, okay, I think we're okay there. Taking a while. Right, who we got in? Not really got many, oh, no one really. What was a GT? Oh no, hang on, don't quit. Almost quit out. Right, let's see how long this lasts. I think the problem you've got as well is you've got to look about the glitching. Yeah, the glitching on the server. If you're out of sync, it could look like you're going really quick. So that's the issue as well. Oh, great. See, stuff like this with a lag. You can't race. Not if you touch any curb, yeah. Oh, what is going on now? Why am I going a lot quicker than everyone else? Cheers, mate. This is the problem with the lagging and out of sync cars and everything. I think this is going to be a bit of a mental race. Probably got the wrong tyres on as well. Hey, what are you supposed to do when you just got lagging cars around you? It's just not good. Right, let's go and put these on soft. Watch out, I'm murdering people. I didn't realise that, Gaz. I thought they stayed in on the track but not moving, but... Your car stopped moving. Could you move the car? Was it the throttle bug? Because there is a bug with a throttle, but it gives you no throttle. Right, I think we've got a gap. Somebody behind us, but I think we should be all right unless he lags past us. Right, it says a new thing, then a new bug. How can you have a new bug? You know what I mean? Makes no sense. Yeah, it'll be the throttle bug. We've all had the throttle bug, to be fair. How am I catching up with somebody? Why is he going slow? Oh my days, I've lost it. Whoops. Like that then, did it? I suppose it'd give me a gap. You fell through the track. I don't think I've had that. Right, why are we... Oh my days, why are we catching someone again? What's going on? Look. Are they out of sync or something? Or are they just... Yeah, so now I'm going to get in my way. Oh, wow. I think this is the problem with a 30-car grid. You're going to have people at different levels. And then, like I said, if they're out of sync and stuff, you're a bit screwed. Off speed. You reckon that's what it was? Why are you evaluating? What did I do there? Do you reckon they've worked on that the cars then aren't stationary? Instead of them, yeah, being like they're now a moving roadblock. Fucking Jesus Christ. I'd rather them stationary so we know what they're doing. Not being a moving roadblock. Got that on ATM, oh, that's not good. See, that's why have it that it's moving? That makes no sense. That makes it even worse. Because now I'm catching him up again. He's going to get in my way. That is stupid. Bizarre. Yeah, same here. Last race I was on, they were stopped. Shut me so down the same place. This guy going to stop or is he going to get in my way? No, he's going to get in my way. Cheers, mate. Really don't understand why people do that. They come out the pit. Somebody coming who's, well, it's obvious they're on a lap. Baffles me. There's more of them. Here goes my gearing again. Well, hopefully they'll go. They won't hold me up. Oh my days, look at them. Oh, you've got to be shitting me. Wow. No, so we're not getting a lap in. Or sorry, we've had one lap. I'd rather see roadblocks than moving roadblocks. Or, yeah. Very high. We ain't going to get a lap in here, you know. A decent one anyway. Don't put it in there. Oh, you... Absolute length. Don't put it in there. No, you just had to. Just past your prime, yeah, that's it. Great, I'm down in 16th because I couldn't get a decent lap in. I reckon we could have easily been in the top 3, you know. But we've got all the work to do in the race.
Second flag this lap, session's over.
You've never had a lobby this shit, this must be me. So you've just ruined your lap there, mate. You just completely crossed the chicane. What is the point? Right, let's get ready for the race. This is going to be fun. I didn't think ACFO would be that bad. I thought it'd be pretty controlled, but sounds like it's not. Do you reckon 37? Yeah, we'll go with 37. I reckon we could have been up there, you know. We'd have just got a decent lap in. Lost 90 in 2 races. Definitely not good. Oh my days, I'm down to 20th now. Wow. Down on the cheap seats. Oh God. OG, how you doing, mate? We're trying to survive Daytona. I'm surprised it even loaded in, but we'll make the best of a bad situation, I suppose.
Not really where I projected to finish up in quali. We can try and make it work from there.
We can. We know we've got the pace. It's just trying to get through everyone. This is going to be fun. I think that's why we all turn to sort of private leagues and championships, don't we? Because we know they're going to be stewards and stuff, that it will be, I wouldn't say clean, it can still be problematic, but you know that there's going to be penalties dished out and stuff like that, so it just makes it better. And usually the racing is clean because you know who you're racing against. So right, you get clean race at Spa and Monza. Yeah, but Monza's always been a problem tracking it into T1. I suppose Spa as well, the first corner into the pinch point. Right, we've got softs on. We're ready to go. Let's see what carnage ensues, shall we? As long as we don't lose touch with the top three, we might have a chance. A slim chance. Can't find the motivation. To be fair, I was like that, OG. And I just put this on to see what the races had changed to and that, and then yeah, we've just jumped into a spark race. So you in third? Nice. Hold up the first two for me. I reckon I'm going to get absolutely taken out here. Wiped out. Somebody's making us wait. Wait to the end. I'm not last then. I don't feel too bad. Someone would try and take me out, yeah. Right, here we go. I think we're going to need it, Dilly Bar. Oh, what you... Why would you just stop, or did you just lag like an absolute spoon? Wow. Wow. I've definitely got it all to do now. Oh my God, it's still happening. 3 places. No, what are you? Sensible? Really sensible? No, pack it. Wow. Brilliant. Brilliant driving. Absolutely fantastic. Where's our friend in his Corvette? Is he fucked off down the road, is he? But I ain't having that shit. Takes me out and then... Nice, 6th gear. Who is it? On the 88? Is that who it is? Or the other guy? Oh no, he's way up the road now, I think. I will find him. What are we doing? What are we going so slow for? Wow, what are we doing? ROCC, okay. Have we just overtook him? Oh my God, what is going on? Why are people spinning on the... Wow. Wow, wow, wow. See you, buddy.
Leaders behind you, blue flag.
What do you mean the leader's behind me? Oh, great, because I cut the bus stop, I'm a lap down. You are having a laugh. Not impressed with that. This game is an absolute crock, I'm sorry. Absolute shower of shit. Is that the leader, is it? I presume it is then. Unbelievable. That's my race finish then, isn't it? Lap down. What are they going to say? Absolutely nothing. Put me a lap down because I had to cut the chicane because the car spun. Brilliant. Oh. What's the point in even carrying on?
Leaders behind you, blue flag.
They're not going to hear me out. I think that they're aware of the issues. 100% they're aware of the issues. It's going to be all about how long they'll take to sort it. Exactly, I'll get a timeout again. What a ridiculous thing, though. Cut the chicane, it puts you a lap down. Stupid.
Well done. The timing screen shows you're the fastest car out there right now.
Oh. Oh, damn it. That's the thing as well, they've got so many bugs to fix and they want to be introducing VR and triple screen support. Not happening anytime soon, I don't think. I know, they can't even say do the positions right, can it? It's bouncing around. Stupid. Do I even carry this race on? That's the thing. I just don't think they're going to be able to fix all the issues. There's just too many. I think if you were to sort of sit down and work it all out, work out all the issues that they have to fix, it's a pretty long list. Is this for position? I don't even know what position we're in. 12th? 13th? Oh, we are in, no, 13th. 14th. What position are we actually in? 14th. I want to go the high side.
Halfway through the race, keep it up. That's one of the leaders, blue flag, let them pass now.
Third? Surely not. As we tumble down. We're 8? Are we 8? No, we're not. What's going on? What is going on? We're 11th, 13th. Did we actually make any places up overtaking that car? God damn it. Be a penalty? No, maybe not. Oh. I've had a new on console, yeah. Thing is, we're not though, are we? Oh my days. Gearing's doing my head in.
You're eating into the lead now. Keep pushing hard and close up. Back marker coming up is not for position. Get by as fast as you can. Don't waste any time.
I reckon we'd have had a chance in this race, you know. because of that lap down crap. Cost us the race. Are we in 8th? I think we are, you know. No, maybe not. Can't even sort itself out. No clue who that was, where he was, whether he was a back marker, whether he was... He drove Santos, so he is, yeah, for position. He's miles ahead of us. Well, no, maybe not. It's changed now. Keep forgetting to change gear. If they've just crossed the start-finish line, surely not. Just final lap. Oh no, maybe not. Right, I'm not controlling it. So it's going to do my last lap for me, look. Wow, that's good. I'm impressed with that. Not. What is going on? Look. Is it because I was a lap down? It's like... Did they fit? Ah, okay. I think, yeah. I suppose I've never been in that situation, have I? Yeah, it was messed up, the drum. Well done on the win, mate. Cracking drive. We got put a lap down again because somebody span in the bus stop, so that pretty much ruined it for me.
Some tough racing out there today. Next time we come back here, we know the bar is set pretty high.
So where did we actually come? Can't see my name. Where am I? There. 16th. Nice. I thought we were higher than that. 16th. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Oh, well. It's all fun and games. Right, well, I ain't doing another. Not after that. That was, yeah. Did it say he got first? Are you joking? What points did you get? Be interested to see, yeah, what points you got. Yeah, so that's messed up then. It's messed up everyone's points. I'm sure I was up, what, 13th or something? I went 16th. So, yeah. You got 61 points for 8th. That seems a bit off. That's crazy. That's terrible. So basically it's robbed you of your win and points. Well, I'm not going into Discord. I'll get banned. That's pretty bad, you know. Right, I think I'm going to go, guys. Yeah. We give it a go. Don't get me wrong, I still enjoyed it to an extent. Obviously, it's glaringly obvious with the bugs and everything else. So... How are the player numbers in this? Yeah, not great. Yeah. I still can't believe you got banned for no reason, pretty much. The devs must have been having a bad day, or the mods, whoever banned you. But crazy. Right. I'm gonna go. It's been emotional. It's been interesting tonight. I hope. Well, I'm thankful you guys sort of sat through it. My sort of little rant explanation and everything else. So I mean, I'm glad I got it off my chest. Whether there'll be any comebacks from the other streamer, the other YouTuber. At the end of the day, I'm always open to debate and constructive criticism, I suppose. So yeah, we'll see. I felt I had to say it. I've got it off my chest, so we wipe the slate clean as far as I'm concerned, and we move on. So you know what the shit's all about then, if you're from back then. That's the thing. So I'm never wrong. I am wrong, I'll be honest. I'm not gonna, yeah. If I was never wrong, I'd be sitting here and I'd be profiting from my never wrongness. Always being right. So I can admit when I'm wrong. I'm stubborn. Yeah, I'm not going to deny that. I am a stubborn, pig-headed, hot-headed. Yeah. But I think a lot of it comes from passion as well. That's the thing. So it sort of goes hand in hand, but it is what it is. But yeah, anyway, guys, I'm going. You think you'll give it a miss? I hope I haven't painted it in a bad picture. At the end of the day, yeah, I've raced it. You've seen yourself. I do hope that they sort it out. I do. I'm not one of these haters. I'm a realist at the end of the day. So, you feel like joining Discord for the entertainment? Yeah, definitely join PMR's Discord. Do you want me to send you a link in the chat? In actual fact, I will do if I can, just for shits and giggles. There you go. See, I'm even bigging up Project Motivation's Discord. I can't be all bad, can I? End of the day. The drum's typing. I see him. Oh, this might get a bit spicy. Tread very carefully, the drum. Please tread very carefully. Mostly bad, yeah. Anyway, guys, like I said, I'm going to go. I'm going to probably keep an eye on Discord for a bit. But yeah, I'm going. Thank you so much for everyone that jumped in and let me waffle on or whatever. I mean, as I said, I'm always open to criticism, constructive criticism, but little prods or little, yeah, I don't take very well. So, and I'm swearing, yeah. But as I said, yeah, I've got it off my chest now. Let's just crack on. I'll probably be back. What's tomorrow? Wednesday. I might do a stream tomorrow evening. We'll see. If not, I'll be on through the week, and then we'll do something at the week. Actually, no, I won't do something at the weekend because I'm away. But yeah, we'll try something. We'll work out something to do. But yeah, thank you so much, guys. As always, I says I'm going to stop waffling on, and yeah, I'm going to go. Take it easy. Have a great rest of your week, and as always, I'll catch you on the next one.